Feels like springtime out here. It's like 35 degrees. Not hot enough to melt the snow, but it is warming up. It's been a busy day. I have been doing a lot of stuff today. My washing machine almost flooded out the apartment, so that was something of an emergency. I think those guys were twins. Luckily, I was able to repair that. Didn't use AI to do that, but 2026 is the year of AI. And I know some people don't like it. I don't know why. I love it, obviously. I hope it doesn't destroy us and take over the world, because right now it's doing a lot of good for me. I want to cover a couple things. I've been tweeting about this. You know, people who follow me on X at JG_CSTT have seen this, but of course, Crowdsource the Truth 2 is back. The legacy YouTube channel that so many social engineers have worked for years to destroy is back. I think I might have mentioned that. I even produced a special video to announce its return. I've been posting today the Where is Cullen series, but this channel was knocked out of commission February 21st, almost 5 years ago. 4 years and 40 some odd weeks. Charles pointed out last night one of the first dirty deeds of the Joe Biden regime. I guess, yeah, that was before I stopped Nina. That was 2022. We're going back in time here. There's a lot to see on that website. So that website is back, and people know I've been using AI to create videos and memes to antagonize my antagonists. I can't remember if I played this here on a walk or not, but let's have a look at this little video talking about the whole thing.
Counter lawfare on the march. February 2021, Crowdsource the Truth 2 is banned. Founder Jason Goodman's social media reach is instantly crushed. Thousands of videos, millions of views, totally obliterated.
Coming on their motorized.
Hapless YouTube viewers were forced to endure drivel and wrath.
Hey, this one's got a cat playing a piano. What'll they think of next?
Social engineering lawfare practitioners delighted in the notion that Goodman might never be seen or heard from again. But the tireless warriors of counter lawfare never rest. Doing battle in the court of YouTube and anywhere lawfare rears its ugly head.
So George's brother has already submitted that to court. I don't know why he does that. I don't think the judge cares about my cartoon videos. But forgive me if I've shown that before. I was quite pleased with the results there. And by the way, I know people are seeing a lot of these, videos people are putting out now where it's like, one-shot input and you've got Brad Pitt fighting Tom Cruise on the roof of a building. I'm not doing that. That's a model that I haven't tried out yet, C-Dance 2. It is remarkably impressive. I feel like we're in a Napster moment with that, where I remember when Napster was new and I was thinking, hey, this is cool, get every song you want for free. But there's no way this can possibly last. I can't imagine all those super rich people like Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt and the movie studios that hire them and who know a lot of lawyers. I can't imagine they're going to allow a company to continue producing software that lets everybody just use their likeness however they want. But that's a separate note. The question is, can AI help you search for the truth? And I know a lot of people are going to say, I'm already using it to search for the truth. Then there's other people who will say, no, don't just use AI as a search engine. You're not using it properly. Then there's other people who say, oh, I hate it. I don't want to go anywhere near it. But I'm not talking about any of that, because even if you don't use it at all, AI is indirectly helping you search for the truth. Because what I've done today, this is, again, I'm super excited about this. And to some extent, without all these antagonists who have attempted to destroy my channels over the last 9 years to prevent me from, my gloves aren't working again, to prevent me from utilizing the First Amendment and allowing you to access the First Amendment to listen to what you want to hear and have the right to talk about things even if they think they're incorrect, even if they think they're harmful. I'm not trying to be harmful. I mean, you know, that's YouTube decided that certain content was harmful to viewers, whatever. These are words, that's their choice of words. I disagree. The point is, artificial intelligence helped me create a search engine. People who sponsor the show on Subscribestar, and thank you to everybody who does that. I want to thank Subscribestar itself, who also has come under attack from these people who would antagonize and lawfare me nearly to death. Subscribestar has been antagonized by them. So, by the way, that doesn't affect just me. There are some misguided miscreants who get into the chat and they're like, Jason, you're the professional victim. No, that's not the case at all. The point is, George's brother, I'm talking about a very specific person and a crew of people that surround him, has been antagonizing and attacking me every day for 9.5 years. He's in a legal matter with my father. He's making filings almost every day. So am I a professional victim? I'm explaining to people the lunatics that are around in the social media sphere and how they're trying to shape the narratives. The point is, people who have sponsored the show on Subscribestar, thank you. The people who created Subscribestar, thank you. I've often made this criticism, and I've heard it from viewers. The interface on Subscribestar they find a little bit subpar compared to other more sophisticated websites. Well, I would urge you to not judge Subscribestar too harshly. I have no idea how to put together a website even as complicated as that. They did it. They've enabled payments to international users, allow people like me and others to earn a living on there. Back in the post office. Did I miss the cutoff? I did. That's all right. It'll still get where it's going. The point is, they created a system and they resisted the Nina Jankowicz's and the other disinformation so-called experts who want to control content on the internet and decide what you get to see. Subscribestar stood up for that. So I've wanted to create a tool for a long time that could assist Crowdsource the Truth Subscribestar subscribers with finding old videos. People send me emails on truth@crowdsourcethetruth.org, and they send me DMs on X. People who follow me on there at JG_CSTT, they send me messages saying, hey, do you have this video? Do you have that video? And I acknowledge it can be difficult, even on the other platforms as well. It can be difficult to find these legacy videos, and on YouTube, it's impossible to find some of them because the channels get canceled. Now, Crowdsource the Truth 2 is back, but of course the entire Crowdsource the Truth library becomes disjointed when, you know, one channel gets canceled in 2021 and it didn't begin until a few years after because other ones got canceled. So what I've done today, after 40 years as an applications specialist and arguably an expert for 30 of those years, today I became a software developer. Now, real software developers will scoff at that and say, this is a pretty simple thing that you created, Jason, and whatever it is, it was complicated for me. I couldn't have done it without artificial intelligence, but live right now, you can go there on your browser at search. Just go to www or http://search.crowdsourcethetruth.org, and you can search the Subscribe Star archives. Now, you're going to run into a lot of videos that are missing, but this will give you the title, the description. You can search by co-host. You can put in and or, and it's going to give you all. You can put in a date range, and I haven't set this up yet, but I'm going to make it so that it updates. It's got everything up until yesterday, everything from the beginning of posting on Subscribestar. So that's thousands of videos. David Hawkins videos, Larry Nichols videos, Jimmy and Joanne Moriarty, Lee Stranahan, of course, Charles. Everybody who's been on Crowdsource the Truth basically is on there. Now, I don't remember the exact date that I started Subscribestar. It was after Patreon, but it was at least 2018. I think there's over 4,000, almost 5,000 posts on there that you can search. And the thing that really kicked this into high gear, because I wanted to do this for a long time, and everybody says, oh, you can code stuff with AI. We got to have these assholes riding bicycles on the sidewalk. You can code stuff with AI, and I tried that, and it wasn't working. But then for me, I'm sure it's that I didn't know how to do it, People want to just say, hey, make me a search engine for Subscribestar. It doesn't work like that. But somebody sent me a message maybe about a week ago, and forgive me, somebody, because I can't find your message and don't remember even exactly what video you were asking about, but I hope you're watching this video, because now you can go to search.crowdsourcethetruth.org and you can search the entire Subscribestar database. Even if you're not a Subscribestar subscriber, you can search, and if it returns a video that isn't there, send me a DM, send me an email, and I will repost it. I'll get it back up on there. And this is really going to help, because back in the day, even when it's going to help me too, because when people wanted me to repost videos, finding them, where to repost them was a nightmare. So this is part of an effort to restore the full Crowdsource the Truth archive in a way that people can access it. And maybe you're particularly interested in the Vegas shooting. Maybe you're particularly interested in David Hawkins talking about the BBC, or he used to talk about the family enforcement, Canadian stuff. Hawkins had all kinds of subjects, Larry Nichols. I can't even remember all the guests we've had over the years, but I'm sure you can. And now you can search the Crowdsource the Truth search engine, and I'm proud of it, the fact that it works at all. So I know it doesn't seem that sophisticated compared to some of all the other software that people encounter on the tubes of the internets, but this is just the first thing. So somebody said, hey, can you restore such and such video? And I said, you know what, instead of doing this onesie twosie, I gotta finally put the rubber to the road and make this happen. So I started doing it with AI, and I just realized I had the wrong approach in AI. And each of the big AI companies, I think a week or two ago, have come out with new tools that are specifically focused on coding. Claude, and also ChatGPT has something called Codex. And I focused on those tools, and it just locked it in. I think I've figured something out about how it needs to work that I didn't know before. And hopefully this is going to be the first of several software tools. 2026 is the year of AI. It's not just me saying that, it's becoming pretty obvious, but for Crowdsource the Truth viewers, it'll be the year of AI. This is not going to be the last software tool that I create specifically for Crowdsource the Truth viewers. Now, I got a lot of ideas. I don't know how or if I can implement them, but I'm going to try. This was the most basic thing I could do. This was done with like Python and Apache servers. Honestly, I don't even know some of the things. I mean, it's amazing. And you know, Charles and I were talking about that article yesterday about something big is happening and how it's changing things. And the guy was saying that now he just tells the AI what he wants. I don't know. I'm not sure that that's fully correct. I mean, yes, it's changing entire industries, but again, it's like I can't just sit down and say, hey, go make Adobe Photoshop. It doesn't work like that. You have to know something about it still, and I'm not saying that I do. But just like with that video there, I didn't go to Seedream and say, make me a World War II style propaganda film that's funny and covers these topics. I mean, maybe you could do that. You'd get something. But I don't know. For me right now, I'm pretty positive on AI. I hope people will try out that search tool. And by the way, I guess I should put on there a little like feature suggestion. I'll add that. If you have ideas for what I could add to it to improve it, this is just the first implementation. I mean, I literally finished it earlier today after resolving the flood in the apartment. I got this thing finished and up online. It's live on the internet right now. So I hope you'll search for videos. Like I said, even if you're not a sponsor right now on Subscribestar, it will work for you. And by the way, if it returns a link that says you need to become a sponsor to watch this, I hope you'll become a sponsor on subscribestar.com/crowdsourcethetruth. Now, I'm not trying to snub any of the generous viewer sponsors who are on any of the other platforms, but the point is, Patreon already has a search function. I don't think it's really even quite as robust as what I've got here, because it doesn't allow you to search by keyword. I gotta also get into maybe how to sort it so that people can find things better. I mean, it's only 5,000 items that you're looking through. It's not like the whole entire internet. But I started with Subscribestar because that had no search at all. Patreon viewers can search, but I'll see. Maybe there's a way I can add Patreon, have a little switch where you can decide which platform you're looking on. Odyssey, of course, has a very robust search engine. That was one of the best features about it. Plus, it had lots and lots of videos going back to much older YouTube channels. And the problem is Odyssey was also attacked by the counter lawfare evil doers. And I don't know if they played a role in them losing their ability to process credit cards or not. But Odyssey can no longer process credit cards, and so almost nobody is sponsoring on there. So you can search for videos on there for free. Go to odyssey.com/@crowdsourcethetruth. And of course, crowdsourcethetruth.substack.com does have a pretty robust search engine as well. So if you're on Patreon, sit tight. I will think about how I can probably do. I don't know if I can do the same thing because Patreon works differently. We'll see. But for now, there's a search engine there for people who want to see things on Subscribestar. And I'm already cooking up my next idea for a Crowdsource the Truth specific software tool. I don't want to talk about it because if it doesn't work, I don't want to build up people's. I mean, I have no idea. This took me days to make a search engine with Java and HTML running on an Apache server. So that was probably longer than most people will want it to take. It seems like there's a lot of backlash against Pam Bondi. As Charles pointed out, most people were seriously disappointed with that. But I've been really locked in on this programming thing today, and just wanted to let everybody know that it's there. Crowdsource the Truth 2 is back, and welcome to many people who are already telling me they haven't seen me in like 5 years. And a lot of people presumed that I had just left YouTube. That's the whole purpose of canceling the YouTube channel, is that they know most people will do that and not search around for somebody that's simply gone. Hi. Not supposed to smoke on the High Line, but we won't say anything. Anyway, it's a New York City park, and you're not supposed to smoke anywhere in New York City parks. See, it's good to have the camera on, because you could just mention that to the guy and he leaves. He probably would have said something way ruder if he wasn't being live streamed. So there's a bit of security in that. It's nice, a little golden hour with the lights right there. I know people enjoy the views, so that's, you know, part of the appeal of the videos. But yeah, welcome back to viewers on Crowdsource the Truth 2. Some Weisenheimer was in the comments. You know, I was playing the Where's Cullen series earlier today. If you haven't seen that, check it out on Crowdsource the Truth 2. You can see the final confrontation with Cullen outside his house on Subscribestar or Patreon, or if you follow me on X at JG_CSTT and sponsor there. X is quite difficult to search. They have their advanced search, but I wonder if I could make a search engine for my X posts, specifically for the videos. So there's a lot of things to think about, but the point is, Guy Weisenheimer was in the comments saying, what was he saying? You know, it's like, if you don't like a video or a person, why are you in the comments talking to that person's viewers? Just go away and let people enjoy the video. And if I block you there, that's not censorship. I'm not preventing you from speaking on YouTube. I've made this analogy many times. It's like if I own a restaurant and people come in there, you have a right to come in the restaurant, but I have a right to kick you out if you start running your mouth and insulting people or insulting me. I'm not censoring you from all restaurants. You're just not allowed in mine. So go away, start your own YouTube channel to talk about how much you dislike me. And, you know, I don't understand. That's just simple etiquette. So, the guy was saying to me, he's like, oh, you didn't force YouTube to do anything. What the hell do you know? I absolutely did. This was a massive legal strategy and letter writing campaign to attorneys at YouTube. They didn't just decide to bring the YouTube channel back. They were blocking it for years, even when I submitted to their announced program of how you can get your YouTube channel back. They were blocking it. It took quite a bit of effort. The effort is ongoing. People might have noticed that the original Jason Goodman YouTube channel is still not active. It's still being suppressed. So I'm still working on getting that back. You know, I had asked Larry Klayman to do this for me, and he failed. I was really upset by that. But no need to harp on that. Anyway, the point is, you know, there's a lot of really stupid people who come into the comments with a lot of stupid things to say, thinking they know anything about what I do or what I know or what I should know. The audacity is unbelievable. And by the way, I went and looked at that guy's live streams. He had one video, absolutely ridiculous. The audio was virtually unintelligible, and he wants to talk to people who are viewing Crowdsource the Truth. No, that's you got to be polite if you want to interact here, or at least have something important and interesting to say, not just spewing your ignorant opinions. But whatever, you know, a lot of people want to tell me what to do. I don't like that at all. I don't ever try to tell people what to do. I ask people to do things. I invite them to consider things like becoming sponsors on subscribestar.com, the newly searchable subscribestar.com/crowdsource the truth. Now remember, when you go to Subscribestar, I got to think, is there a way for me to embed my search engine there? I'll email Subscribestar and ask them. Maybe I can put it right in the Subscribestar page. I'm not sure how to do that. But you got to go to search.crowdsourcethetruth.org. I'll try to also put it on .com, but for right now it's just search.crowdsourcethetruth.org. Did I say search at? It's search.crowdsourcethetruth.org. I guess it's like a subdomain or something. Again, I mean, I did a lot of stuff that I don't even know exactly what the hell I did. My hand was being guided by AI. Just like you don't have to know how to use Blender and, Maya and Lightwave 3D and After Effects and all these things to make a video with AI. You don't have to know all these other things. I mean, obviously people who are experts in web development and Apache servers and things like that are going to listen to what I'm saying right now and think that I'm an idiot. And I'm sure they could do something much more sophisticated with AI than I could. But I couldn't do anything like this at all prior to today. So it's a breakthrough for me. And hopefully it is a breakthrough for Subscribestar subscribers and Crowdsource the Truth viewers. And I hope that people will enjoy it. So thanks for sponsoring the show, everybody. And I wouldn't be here right now able to do all these things if it wasn't for the sponsors. So I'm back to the apartment now to deal with more legal issues. I still have my antagonists chomping at my heels, but wanted to get this video out and let everybody know that Crowdsource the Truth 2 is back and Subscribestar is now searchable. Have a great evening, everyone. Enjoy the sunset golden hour lighting.